Gemini, welcome into your reading. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising Geminis, and this is for the week from the 24th until the 30th of July, which is the last week of July. We want to see what messages you need to be receiving with regards to what energies may be coming in, what situations may be unfolding, or what it is you just need to know about. So let us get started, and please remember, Gemini, this is a general reading, so please do take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you have been here before, welcome back one more time. If it is your first time here, thank you for being here. My name is Deborah. I am the Hedge Witch. I hope that this reading is going to help and guide you in some kind of way. I am calling in your spirit guides to please come in, to guide us, and to show us or show me what it is I need to see, to speak to me what it is I need to hear. Let's begin. Let's begin. First card out for you is Camel Boy, which I'm finding quite interesting. Okay, I haven't actually had that card before with regards to this deck, so I'll see what it's all about. We've got Camel Boy coming in. I'm going to show you the cards, and we got Slow Down and Relax. Gemini, are you burning two ends of the same candle at the same time? Okay, so let's see what else is going to come in here with angel answers. With the Camel Boy vibe, I just feel like, you got a lot going on here, and we've got recovery as well coming in here. So first of all, Camel Boy vibe coming up here, male or female or energy anywhere. This Camel Boy feeling, it feels very you know how a child is just kind of like running around, really doesn't care what they're doing. They can play from morning until night. Sometimes they don't really know what's safe and what is not safe. Okay, so we got here small steps asking for help. I do feel like you are going through I don't know if you feel as if you are doing something new and you're not quite sure about what it is you're doing, or if you feel like you're a little bit out of your depth in a situation, or if you feel as if you might be taking a risk, because I'm feeling this energy of this like child energy, and sometimes children can really do things without fear, and it's almost as if you're about to do something, or you're thinking or even feeling this way. Yes, I'm going to go for something. I want to do this. But at the same time, you might be feeling like, I hope I'm ready for this. I hope I'm not a boy. I hope I'm a grown-up person to be able to handle what's coming. I kind of feel this energy as well, with children coming in here, this kind of vibe. Children need a parent, So it could be, because we have got the slow down and relax and recovery energy, that you might be pushing yourself just a little bit too hard. It's almost as if you're kind of going, and you're not really knowing when to tell yourself to stop. So it's some really interesting energy coming up. It does say slow down and relax. I've got to go by the light because it's quite dark in my room. Okay, and the lighting is in front of me. Take a break to enjoy the beauty around you, and you've got recovery coming up with that as well. So I kind of feel like you're really burning the candle on both sides of the candlestick. You know what I mean? I feel like you want something. There's something that you want to have, and you're working really hard to get to it. But at the same time, I feel like at this moment in time, you may be burning out just a little bit. And I feel there's this kind of vibe of you really wanting to go for something, or almost having this childlike energy, almost feeling as if you're not really doing anything wrong, or if you can just keep on going and going and going and going. Okay, for somebody out there, this could be related to your lifestyle in some kind of way, almost as if you're really eating a lot, going out a lot, maybe drinking a lot, maybe having a bit too much going out time, a bit of parties, maybe not necessarily in that way, maybe in that way, we don't know. Okay, and there could be your health maybe coming in here a little bit, needing for you to slow down, or there could be something here. This either like it's too much of something, you know what I mean? So it's either like you're just going a little bit too hard, you know what I mean, in some area of your life, or you are going for something and you're pushing yourself to such a level that your body is now telling you to slow down, or spirit guide is telling you to slow down. If you are trying to reach a goal with regards to something, and you really want something to happen, and you're working very, very hard, and you're kind of going, I want this to reach this goal. I want to be able to create this in my life. I want to be able to do this. And then we get this kind of like slow down energy, especially if you're finding it, there's specific parts of what you're trying to create, or what you're working on, there are specific things that don't seem to want to come into place. This is where you need to be careful, because sometimes all you need is a change in your energy, or a change in the energy of what is going on around you. So maybe it is time to pull a little bit back and just take a little bit of a breather to recuperate the internal. I'm feeling this kind of like chi energy from what I'm picking up on here. So we've got this like chi inside of us. So it is called many different things. It can be called chi, it can be life force energy. It's something that gives us the energy to live and to breathe. And it's not necessarily tied to how tired you are. It's just the amount of life inside of you. And you could be depleting that a little bit by pushing way too hard. And that chi, that energy, that is what we use to manifest the life that we want to have. So you may be feeling like you got a lot of energy. Maybe you go to gym, maybe you work out, you feel like you're on top of the world, but your chi could be low. And if your chi is low, that means that your manifestation ability will be also pretty low. So there could be problems that you're facing with regards to trying to create something, and this could mean your chi is low. To increase the chi, I mean, always rest is key, silence is key as well, and also what kind of food you're putting into your body, okay, or what you're putting into your body in some kind of way. So let's have a look and see. And the Hermit comes out here. Like, I actually can't believe that. Yeah, this is this energy. I feel as if you need to recharge right now. I feel as if you need to recharge. I feel if you do recharge your battery in some kind of way, your inner energy. And I said silence is what recharges that, and it really does. Things like meditation, if you're interested in knowing about it, like meditation, yoga, qigong, all those kinds of things, they do recharge the chi. It helps you to kind of like oil your joints, or put energy into your meridians in your body to get that chi flowing. You need the chi if you want to create. So especially if you're feeling like there's a blockage in something, or there's something that you're unable to get right, this is what you need to do. Funny enough, it's like a moment that you need to stop pursuing what you were going after and just step back from it. That's where the greatest change is going to take place after that. All right, so we got next to that the King of Wands energy. Yeah, it's got to do with how your internal energy. It's got to do with your internal energy. The Eight of Cups is coming in here as well. And the Tower card. So yeah, something has to change. Something has to change for you. Literally these two cards coming up together. So what are you going into silence about? What is it that you need to go in and contemplate about? And what it comes up for you is the King of Wands. This can be male or female energy, by the way. So you're looking at how motivated you are. How strong is your ability to create? Because Wands energy is always dealing with what you are creating. It's a very creative energy. You may be creative in some kind of way. So maybe you're doing something like art or marketing, or music, or something where you're creating something. So you have to be very creative in what you're doing. Or even for us to be able to create the perfect job, or maybe to able to create a dream life, or your home, or whatever it is you want to do. It takes creativity from inside of us. I feel like if you don't kind of like slow down at this moment, you're going to lose that inspiration, that motivation that's coming into you. It's going to hinder you from being able to move forward in some kind of way. So I see you having to change something here, a little bit drastic in your life here, Gemini. I don't know how you're going to feel about this one. The Eight of Cups comes in with a Tower card. And I almost feel like there's some aspect of your life or what you're doing that needs to change just a little bit. Like I said, it could be like excessive what you're consuming in some kind of way, or it could be what you're doing, maybe too much going out, not enough resting. It could be the opposite. Sometimes it can be too much staying at home, too much not doing anything, and you actually need to change that energy by actually going out there and meeting some new people and hanging out with your friends and family and having some new positive experiences. This is all about putting the chi back into you, the energy back into you. And I feel something has to change here. Obviously, I feel as if you don't make this change, the change is going to be forced upon you with the Tower card. So it's put it like this way. For me, it was two things. I actually been putting a lot of stuff out of my diet for months now, and one of the big things that took me forever to quit was caffeine. So I'm a heavy caffeine drinker. I'm like addicted to caffeine. So I quit caffeine. It's been 2 months now, no more caffeine. And I had an eye twitch like nearly 8 weeks or 7 weeks or so. About a week after I quit, my eyes started twitching. And I was like, wow, it's this caffeine just craving, you know. I had this like weird thing going on. And it showed me how much this caffeine was actually affecting my body. And I was actually I didn't do this. This happened to me. That happened to me, and I realized I had to quit. I had to quit because I started getting really dizzy spells, and I was not feeling well, and I was like, it's that. And literally no more anymore. I'm all back to normal. So you see what is going on here. I feel like you got that same vibe. If you don't take action towards it, it's kind of going to be brought onto you. You're going to be like, why is this happening to me? Why am I feeling like this? You're going to have to look at what's causing what, even if it means it's not about your health. It can be about a goal that you have. For instance, you can be looking at like your experience in this life. You could be looking at trying to create maybe a business, and you're working, you go every day, you open that business and you run that business and you hustle, but something is not falling into place. So when it doesn't fall into place, what do? You push even harder, and now you're pushing even harder and more things are going wrong, and you even feeling the strain on yourself. It's maybe a time to have a week off. Pull back out of the energy. Let life just sort of carry on if you can, or just do the bare minimum for now, and then just kind of like do something else. Go out there and do something else. Go spend the day at the pool swimming, you know. Go take a walk into nature. Go and experience some beautiful art gallery somewhere. Change your energy in some kind of way. I feel like if you do that, it's going to be a major shifting point for you. So there needs to be a little shift that comes up here. We've got the Emperor coming in. Love that so much. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. You are worried about something here, about your future. The Devil card as well. And the Ace of Wands. Wow. So the Emperor is Aries energy. Over there. Okay. So the Emperor represents you and your power and what it is you want to have. So you could be looking at being a boss, being in control of your own life in some kind of way. The Emperor is always in control of his own life in every which way, meaning that he is the boss of himself and his circumstances. And I feel like that is what you're trying to create. I feel like what is pushing you to create this is literally a fear, actually, that's driving you, which is quite interesting. Usually when we get pushed to change something, it is fear that pushes us. But that's also going to become a problem, because if you're operating from a place of fear, you're creating more fear, things to be afraid of. So I see what makes you want to be the Emperor is the fear of not having enough money, or the fear of not having enough stability, or the fear of not having this future that the way you want it to be. You're putting a lot of work in here. There's a lot of work. It's really good. Just know that don't operate from a place of fear. Operate from this energy. Operate from these two energies. Okay, the Devil card. This is a good sign in your reading. So the Devil card, you've got Capricorn coming into your reading. The Devil card is also associated to what makes you get up in the morning, what motivates you, what drives you, what pushes you, what's your passion. And that's the kind of vibe with the King of Wands as well. It's about inspiration, motivation, drive, creativity. And you got something here that you want to become. It's almost like you can see yourself becoming this guy in the top hat, or, you know, that image of that male or female energy, like this person of power, maybe a business owner. The Devil card is always associated with your material or your physical reality, meaning the earth energy is associated with the Devil card. So Devil card is associated with your life experiences, and what does it look like to you, meaning what kind of car do you drive. Now think of Capricorn. Capricorn is a very grounded energy, and they like to have material things around them. They like to see success, you know, and I feel like this is really what is driving you, what is pushing you. So don't operate from a place of fear going into this. Operate from what it is you're trying to create. And take that creativity, take that dream that you have here. I mean, this could be you dreaming about yourself owning a really big business, being in power, having enough money, a lot of different things, whatever this is to you. It's something about you and your material, your physical reality that you're trying to create. So my physical reality would be full of candles and tarot cards and crystals. Your physical reality may be a nice car, beautiful furniture, a big business, maybe owning a beautiful home, traveling around the world. It depends what that is to you. Everybody's got their own dream of what they want. And I think that that's where you need to focus on. Don't focus on the fear of maybe not being able to get there. Or if you don't get there, the problems that you may be facing. Focus on what really made you want to start in the first place. If you're just doing something, by the way, for the money, that is going to become a problem later on. Because if you're doing something just for the money, when the money is not there, then you're not going to do it anymore. So you're doing it for the money, no money, you will stop. And ultimately, you won't really get anywhere. If you're doing something from a place of passion, from what drives you, from what makes you want to see something amazing being built in your life, almost from this childlike, maybe a dream that you've had since child. Maybe it's a dream that you had since child. Then that will keep you going. Even if things get a bit difficult, even when you're facing problems, you will keep going because you love what you're doing. And I see something going on here. I see you needing to take a bit of a step back or step out of something, just to maybe clear the energy, just to clear your energy in some kind of way. And when you do that, there's a newfound vibe coming in here with the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands shows that pull back a little bit, just for a little while, not long. I'd say about a week. You need to recharge your energy. Something is coming after that. And this could be exactly what you need right now to make the change that you want to see. Everything that we experience in this life is being experienced from the outer world. But everything that you see in the outer world is being created from your inner world. So if you have an unbalance inside of your inner world, it is going to make an unbalance in your outside world. So try to create that balance inside of you. Okay, if you can do that, I feel like this new start is coming in, and this new start is full of energy. It's full of that life chi. So it needs to come from inside of you. So let's see what else comes in here. We're in the recovery energy. We've got 5 of Wands. You're dealing with a lot of problems here. And then we've got an Ace of Swords. You've got 2 aces in your reading. 2 aces. We have got a Death card. There's a change coming in. And the Lovers card, I'm just saying hello. So we have got in your reading the zodiac signs that I see here: Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, and you have come up in your own reading. Interestingly enough, it can be about love. Okay, let's go there. This can be about you maybe working on a relationship, maybe you trying to solve a problem with a relationship, or even trying to bring in love in. Okay. It's also meaning your balance, equal give and take, your path in life. There's a change coming for you. And I see, and I think for me, this is what you've been wanting. I don't feel as if, it's weird because I don't feel as if this is something that you're not wanting to come in. I feel like this is something that you want. But I got a vibe that there's something that you're not changing to get there. There could be something like in your behavior or something that is happening that you're finding it difficult to change this. I feel like it is going to change on its own. I feel like it's almost like, oh, wow. It's almost like, when you've been asking for something. So I got this vibe like you've been wanting something, you've been asking for something. And it's like you asking for this. You're saying to yourself, I want to start a business. I want to be independent. I want to be able to pay myself instead of making someone else rich. I make myself rich. You know what I mean? I got that feeling. And then at the same time, there's a lot of conflict going on in your mind. But I got this feeling that you can do it. I feel you can feel, I've got this in me. I can really do this. And then at the same time, you start looking at everything possibly that can go wrong here. And it can, in some kind of way, be preventing you from really going for what you want. So the thing is, sometimes when we ask for something, and there's something in our life that we Even if you're working really hard on something and it's a goal that we really, really want, it's like we're going for something and then at the same time, we're not giving 100% energy. We're pushing, but there's some part of us has got like a plan B in the back of our mind. If it doesn't work out, okay, I'm going to go do that. But I sometimes think life knows what it is you want, or your higher self knows what you want. And it's like you're running a part-time business, for instance, and you're working at the same time. I'm going to use this example. You're working at the same time, but you got this part-time thing going and you're kind of dabbling here. But because you're working and you're getting money from here, you're dabbling here. It's not like, it's dire. Oh my gosh, I have to make this work or else, what's going to happen. No, because you have this kind of like income coming in, you kind of dream here and work on this energy and push this here. But you still go, okay, I've still got this. If this doesn't work out, oh well. And then all of a sudden, it's really what you want. This is really what you want, So you keep telling the universe, but I want this. I want to own a hotel, guest house, whatever you want to own. And but I'll still work here, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, the universe goes, let's answer your prayers. Because this thing is, we call in the death card. We call it in. Maybe you don't like your job, you see. So we call in the death card. We ask for the death card. We say, death card, I don't like the 5 of Wands. I'm worried about money long term. I want to be independent. I want to become that person. I want to follow my dreams. But I'm not really making a move there with the Hermit card. And you could even be doing something that is not really helping you in some kind of way, needing you maybe even to go into this like time of pulling back your energy, of recovering, of slowing down. Maybe the slowing down and the pulling back of your energy is not to even help you recover, but to make you see something differently. Maybe clear the energy so you know what to do. Sometimes when we call in the death card and we want something to change, it comes. But when it comes knocking on your door, it's sometimes an unwelcome visitor, even though you sent the invite out. Because when it comes in, it just brings the tower falling down. And it's almost like you asked for it, now here it is. Now here it comes, and you may get a bit afraid to go for it. But now, if you actually look at it, maybe it's like you got this part-time hustle going and you got a full-time job, but you're enjoying the full-time job because it's easy. And even though you don't like it, and at the same time you're working this and you're working it, you're taking those small little steps towards this direction. Your heart says, I want that, but your safety says, I have this job. All of a sudden the death card goes, oh, I've been summoned, job gone. You see what I'm saying? And now what do? You have no other choice but to put all your energy into this and make it happen, because you got bills to pay. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up on here. It's almost like you either going to go for something and do this and really put all your energy into it. Maybe pull back your energy from the things that are not really needing you to be there, and even just take a pause moment before this happens. Because let me tell you, you got a death card, okay? Wow, you're reading. You got a death card. No, you got like so many things here. Wow, you got a death card. Just look at this. Death card, like an 8 of Cups and a Tower card. Okay, so pause and take a deep breath, because I think something is about to change. Prepare yourself, Gemini. I think something is about to change, and it's not going to change just in a little way. I feel like it's about to change in a big way, because you cannot get these 3 cards here telling you that you're going to walk away from something is changing, there's an ending and a new beginning. And yeah, it is. Here's the new beginnings. You have an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Wands in your reading. So literally ending, beginning. So something here that you've maybe been trying to work with, maybe been trying to get right. I feel like at the moment that we are doing the reading, it's almost like take a breath of a breath, get into that hermit energy, and just maybe pull back a little bit, but prepare yourself for a big change that is coming in. And I feel, to be honest with you, you did call it in. I feel you did call this death card in, okay? But at the same time, when it does arrive, I feel like you might get a bit freaked out, all right? It's okay to be freaked out. But at the same time, yeah, we have you in the Gemini card, last card out, literally saying, this is your path. This is what you are meant to be doing. Don't become comfortable. Because I also feel like it's comfort here. It's almost like comfortable. You know, like when children, they can live in very, I knew this neighbor, so I'm going to say something. It's not nice, okay? There were this neighbor that I had who had about 3 kids. And you know, these people, oh wow, these parents were not parents of the year. And these children were growing up in an environment that was really not okay. They moved out now, and they moved from this area to that area, and then they're there, and then they come back to there. The parents were drinking, and it was a whole weird, we were all like talking about it in my neighborhood. Like, what do we do? People were giving them food, and I don't know what else was going on. And you were just like, wow. And you know, you look at the situation with these children, and they're in a difficult situation where their parents are sleeping all day. I'm sure you know somebody like this. And these children would be playing outside, sometimes with no shirt on like that. You know what I mean? And it's getting cold and everything outside there. And you would be like, go inside, it's cold, get something warm to put on. And they would go inside. But in their little world, you know, they don't really notice that, and they're just playing and playing and playing and playing and playing, and it's almost like, you know, there's something that you need to be paying attention to, but you're kind of like in this energy of, I'm just going to ignore this and play. And it's maybe it's time that you sort of talk to your inner child and be like, okay, something is going to change. What is going on in my life cannot keep on going on. So I'm either going to be the one that really pushes towards this, or it's going to change for me. It's going to change for me in some kind of way. And I feel like something is definitely changing. I feel like you shouldn't have any fear whatsoever when this takes place. You should just move forward and go for it. The Ace of Wands means it's going to be really good for your energy. And this Ace of Swords means you will be successful in it. It may be scary, it may be difficult, but whatever this is, I see you getting there. I see you being able to create and balance your life into what it's meant to be. Don't let distractions, don't let fear, and don't let doubt inside of you make you believe that you cannot get this right. And I feel before this takes place, you know, there may be a slight pause. So pay attention to this, okay? So I see you do have the Hermit card here. And then you have this energy of slow down and relax, Hermit again. And then the recovery, Hermit again. So it's almost like before this Tower and the Death card comes knocking on your door, there's going to be a quiet moment where nothing is happening. And just know after that quiet, there is a big change coming in. So get your energy ready for that. Prepare yourself for that. But I feel like what you're going to be moving into is truly the path you're meant to be on. So I don't feel like it's a negative thing. With me, when I see the Tower card, I'm excited. I'm like, whoa, something is about to change. Yes. And I love the change. I love to change things. I love to always do things differently. I don't always like to keep things the same. I'm constantly changing stuff around, because in that change lies the unbelievable possibility of what you can still create in your life. And the positivity that lies there lies in the change. It's unlimited potential. So do not be afraid of this. There we go, Gemini. I hope that this helps and guides you in some kind of way. If it does, please do hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, if that is what you want to do. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next reading for the following week, the first week of August. Is that for real? Okay, thank you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.